Most people move through life distracted. They wake up with good intentions, but before the day ends, hours have disappeared into scrolling, unnecessary conversations, random tasks, and endless interruptions. They stay busy, yet somehow remain in the same place. The problem is not always a lack of ability. Often, it is a lack of focus. Distractions are dangerous because they rarely announce themselves. They can look like urgent messages, unnecessary responsibilities, constant notifications, or even tasks that make you feel productive. You can spend an entire day working and still accomplish nothing meaningful. If you want to change your life, you must learn to control your attention. Focus means deciding what matters and refusing to give your energy to everything else. Every time you say yes to something, you are saying no to something else. Your time is limited, your energy is limited, your attention is limited. If you give a little of yourself to everything, you will never have enough left for the things that truly matter. That is why your first responsibility is to eliminate unnecessary distractions. Turn off notifications. Limit pointless conversations. Stop checking your phone every few minutes. Create boundaries around your time. Learn to say no without feeling guilty. You do not need to attend everything. You do not need to respond to everything. You do not need to know everything that is happening around you. You need to know what matters to you. Ask yourself, what are the few things that could genuinely change my future? Maybe it is building a business. Maybe it is developing a valuable skill. Maybe it is improving your career, creating something meaningful, or becoming stronger and more disciplined. Whatever it is, identify it, then protect it. Most people make the mistake of creating enormous lists of goals. They try to improve everything at once, and eventually their attention becomes scattered. Instead, choose a few priorities and give them your best effort. Not every task deserves equal attention. Some activities consume hours but produce almost nothing. Others may take only 30 minutes but create tremendous progress. Your goal is not to stay busy. Your goal is to produce meaningful results. This requires clarity. Before starting your day, decide what must be accomplished. Choose the most important task and attack it before allowing smaller things to consume your attention. Do not begin your morning by letting the world decide what you should think about. Your phone should not control your priorities. Other people's demands should not automatically become your priorities. Your circumstances should not determine the direction of your day. You decide. Once you know what matters, work on it without constantly switching between tasks. Multitasking feels productive, but divided attention weakens your performance. Every time you move from one task to another, your mind needs time to adjust. That constant switching destroys momentum. Instead, practice deep focus. Choose one task. Remove unnecessary interruptions. Set aside a specific period of time. Then work completely on that one thing. At first, this may feel uncomfortable. Your mind will want stimulation. You will feel the urge to check your phone, open another tab, answer a message, or do something easier. Do not immediately obey that urge. Stay with the task. Focus is a skill. The more you practice it, the stronger it becomes. You do not build concentration by waiting for perfect motivation. You build it by repeatedly choosing to continue when your mind wants an escape. But focus is not only mental. Your physical energy matters too. If you constantly sleep poorly, neglect movement, and allow yourself to run on empty, maintaining concentration becomes much harder. Take care of your energy, get enough rest, move your body. Create routines that help you stay alert and capable. A tired mind struggles to produce its best work. You must also control mental distractions. Overthinking can steal just as much time as social media. Worrying about things you cannot control can consume hours without solving a single problem. Learn to separate what you can control from what you cannot. If something requires action, take action. If something does not require action, stop giving it unlimited space in your mind. Your attention is too valuable to spend on problems that you cannot change. Another major threat to focus is outside influence. People will always have opinions. Trends will always change. New distractions will always appear. Someone will always tell you what you should be doing. Listen carefully, but think independently. Before giving your time to something, ask yourself one simple question. Does this support the direction I want my life to take? If the answer is no, reconsider. This does not mean becoming cold or ignoring everyone. It means becoming intentional. Your environment matters. The people around you influence your habits, your standards, and your thinking. Spend more time around people who encourage growth, discipline, learning, and meaningful action. Protect your mental environment just as carefully as your physical environment. Be selective about what you watch, what you listen to, what conversations you participate in, and what information you consume. Your mind is constantly being shaped by what you repeatedly expose it to. If you fill it with noise, do not be surprised when you struggle to think clearly. If you fill it with useful ideas, meaningful goals, and disciplined action, your mind becomes stronger. But there is one final principle you must understand. Focus is not something you practice for 3 days and then forget. Real transformation comes from consistency. You will have difficult days. You will lose motivation. You will become tired. You will face unexpected problems. You will sometimes fail. That is normal. The goal is not perfect focus every day. The goal is to return to your priorities every time you lose your way. Build systems that make focus easier. Create a daily routine. Decide when you work. Decide when you rest. Decide when you use entertainment. Decide when you check messages. Do not leave every decision to your mood. When your schedule is built around your priorities, discipline becomes easier because you spend less time negotiating with yourself. Remember this, you do not need more hours. You need better control of the hours you already have. 5 focused hours can create more progress than an entire day of scattered activity. 1 clear goal can be more powerful than 10 vague ambitions. 1 disciplined habit, repeated for months, can transform your life. So look at your life honestly. What is stealing your attention? What are you doing simply because you are used to doing it? Which conversations waste your energy? Which habits keep you distracted? Which goals deserve more of your attention? And most importantly, what are you willing to eliminate? You cannot add more meaningful progress to your life without removing some of the meaningless things first. Simplify, choose, focus, execute. Repeat. Your future will be shaped by what you repeatedly give your attention to. If you constantly focus on distractions, distractions will become your life. If you focus on learning, creating, improving, and moving forward, those things will become your life. You do not need to become perfect. You need to become intentional. From today forward, protect your attention. Stop allowing every notification, opinion, request, and distraction to control your day. Choose what matters. Give it your best energy. Stay with it when it becomes difficult. And keep returning to it when life tries to pull you away. Because success is rarely about doing everything. It is about doing the right things consistently. Your attention is one of the most valuable resources you have. Do not waste it. Take control of it. Focus deeply. Work with purpose. And build a life that reflects the things you decided were truly worth your time.